my channel. My name is Laura, and today I am doing a review for my first book for 2018. This is a book that I was reading in 2017 and I ran out of time, so of course I finished it in 2018. The book that I took out from the library was Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. I was debating between a 3 and a 4. I wound up giving it 4 stars. It is about a millionaire that goes missing, and these teens decide that they want to go find the millionaire. So anyway, I thought that part was a little far-fetched, but I really enjoyed Ava, the main character. She has OCD, she has hypochondria, and she is dealing with anxiety, and throughout the book you feel her feels, and I really enjoyed that part of the part about it. There is a great friendship between her and Daisy in this book. That's her friend. And there is a love interest, which is the millionaire's son. And yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. Highly recommend it. I owe 30 cents to the library. It was well worth it. Thank you for watching. I will do more reviews after this. So I finished book number 2. This book I took out from audio. It was one of the top books that Sylvia from Wish Fulfillment recommended. So I wound up taking out If the Buddha Married, Creating Enduring Relationships on a Spiritual Path. And the author's name is Charlotte Cassell. I don't know if I said her name right, but anyway, I finished this book. I listened to it on audio. My library had it, and I downloaded it from the library, and I listened to it all day yesterday and all day today, and I finished it. It's a great book if you are looking to add more communication with your spouse. I got some great information from it. I also got some information. It's not only for spouse, but also for friendships. Great way to communicate and different ways to say to your spouse that you want certain things. And I will definitely be using some of this. I already use a lot of it already, but I did learn a few things. And I think this is a book that I might actually buy and like reread from time to time. It will be great to like highlight certain things in it. I highly recommend it. I gave it 4 stars mainly because there's a lot of common sense. I am not Buddhist, and I am Jewish, as you known already. And I did follow along. She did not talk any badly about any religion at all, and I really enjoyed everything she said, and yeah, I highly recommend it. Great communication, and yeah, so again I gave it 4 stars, and thank you, Sylvia, for recommending it. Yeah, it's great for 2018, and great great nonfiction book to start the new year off, and I'm hoping I will use some of the communication along and make my marriage even better. I've been married for 23 years, I think it's 23. I dated my husband in high school, so yeah, he is my high school sweetheart. We did go to the prom together, so we've been together for a very long time. And I dated him for 8 years, and then I got married in '95, and then we waited to have children. We waited 9 years to have children. So yeah, we've been together for actually 30 years. This past November, we hit our 30 years knowing each other. We've been married for 23 years out of the 30. So yeah, so we've been together a very long time. And yeah, so it was a great book. I highly recommend it. Go check it out if you can get it from the library or whatever. And I will be adding more reviews after this one. So I finished book number 3. I did my video and then I deleted it, and yeah, so I'm doing this again. So my book number 3 is And Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer by Fredrik Backman. This is an author that I read in 2017, and I wanted to read more of him in 2018. So someone said, pick this one up. I picked this up from the library. It is a very, very short novella. Look how short it is. I could have read this in one sitting, but I read it in 2 days. I read it waiting in the car for my kids to be picked up. And then I read a little bit last night, and then I fell asleep, and then this morning I finished it. So it's really a great book. I love his writing style. It is about an old man. He's a grandpa, and he has Alzheimer's, so he is losing his memory, and he talks about his son and his grandson, and I really liked his writing style. It's a very sad book, but it was very well written, and I really liked it, so I gave it 4 stars. I will definitely be reading more of his works, hopefully in 2018. I finished book number 4 for the new year. This one I was reading in the month of December. I was supposed to finish it before Christmas. I did not finish it. It is book 8. It's called The Christmas Town. Yes, I finished the series. I read the whole series throughout the month of December. Thank you, Elizabeth, for sharing and motivating us to read this. I really enjoyed this one, but not as much as the other ones. It was a little slow paced for me, and it took me a while to pick this one up. So it wasn't keeping my attention. We meet two new characters. One, her name is Lauren, and she is an adult now. She had a hard life. She had was in the foster care system, and she had a hard time, and somehow her parents, both her mom and her dad, they just had a really hard time, and they had some problems. So anyway, so she comes to this town. Lauren, she sends out a message to Craigslist and asks for a family, for a Christmas family. And I thought that was a little kind of far-fetched and really weird. She was getting emails back and forth from people that she wanted to spend some time with a family. You have the town that everybody was from the last couple of books, and Miriam and Gloria. Miriam and Gloria, I couldn't think of her name. They come up into the book again, and they are the old-time friends in the last couple of books. So they seem to take her in as a family. And then there's another boy. His name is Ben, and he has some special needs, and he is a teenager now, and he's working in a grocery store, and he's bagging groceries. But the funny thing is, he is very intelligent, and he writes on these little notes, Christmas notes, his own poems or quotes, and he puts them into people's bags as they go to the grocery store. So yeah, it seemed pretty interesting, that part. I did enjoy that part, but then it just was a little far-fetched with the Craigslist thing. I didn't quite get the connection at the end of the book. It seems to be that Lauren is connected somehow, and it didn't follow along for me, and it was like a mystery at the end. I was hoping that the other characters from the first 2-3 books would come in, but they never showed up. So yeah, I was a little disappointed. So yeah, and I thought at the end of the town they would all combine and she would wrap it up. But this is the last book, and there was nothing of that. So I was a little disappointed. So I gave this one 3 stars. It's snowing outside. We are having a blizzard. Yeah, I'm in New Jersey. We are having a blizzard. We had off from school today. And tomorrow we have off from school again because the temperature is going to drop below zero. And the roads are going to be really, really icy and slippery. So they gave us off again. So here I am. I'm at home. I'm like, what am I going to do? Besides reading, I wound up taking this one out from the library. This is Vampire Academy. So I'm here trying to watch this on my computer, and I did not know that this is a Blu-ray, and my husband's like, we don't have a Blu-ray to watch it on. So I wound up downloading from Amazon and watching it rental that way. I read the book in December, and I really, really liked the book. I gave it 4 stars. So I wanted to see the movie. So I put the movie on. Of course, my kids don't want to see it, but I wanted to see it. Anyway, I really enjoyed the movie. It had a lot of action in it. In the book, there's a lot of talk about sex in the book, but there wasn't that much in the movie. So I really liked the action pack. There was a lot of fighting in the book, in the movie. I mean, a lot of action. I really liked the comedy in the movie, more so than in the book itself. Yeah, so I did not like the main character. I liked Rose. This is Rosa. And her main character was Lisa. She had a bit of an accent throughout the movie. But I did enjoy, I enjoyed the movie. It was, you know, a teen movie. But I did enjoy it. A lot of people don't like the movie when they read the book, but yeah, I enjoyed it. They limited the sex in the movie, so yeah, and I liked all the action pack. That I was actually listening to it with my headphones on, and there was like when the things popped out and they started fighting, I was like, oh, go, go, go. Yeah. So I really, really, really enjoyed it. I will definitely be picking up the next book very soon.